Hey guys, welcome to another fun Friday here at Aquarium Central. And being Friday, it is what it is. We are doing our live unboxing of fish. Now we have had a little bit of problem with our microphone. Not sure if it's going to hold in. If it cuts out, I guess we'll start doing these. Nope, I don't know sign language. You'll have to watch the lips. It's the fish that matters anyway, right? But let's get into it, all right? So starting off, we're going to start off with this one. And she's a cracker, but guess what? I'm not going to show it. We're going to have to wait for this one. It's going to come out a little bit later. It is something special, particularly for those first-time viewers. Keep watching. We'll show this one later on. All right, but let's get into it. First off, we've been getting these in every week. These are your African butterfly. Look at those guys. And you can see by the wings on that fella there swimming around why it's called the butterfly fish. Absolutely beautiful side pectorials, just like a butterfly. Optimistic feeder, hangs around the surface looking for those insects and will just snap anything at the top. These are being really fat and really healthy at the moment. Next, something we don't get all the time, but we do get it a few times a year. It is a coolie loach. It's a very, very, very thin coolie loach because it's the neon whip coolie loach. Now, when you get this guy in an aquarium and you get that lighting just right, you can see why they call it the neon whip coolie loach. It does get that little bit of a reflective shine. It's a really, really cool fish, very active. He does stay skinny. It's not underfed. This is just how they are. So they do look like worms. So if you are a bit squeamish to worms, snakes or eels, probably not for you, but for the rest of us, we absolutely love them. All right, next up is these are our Harlequin rasboras. Now these are your red Harlequin rasboras. They're not showing that red coloration in the bag, but I assure you once they get in your aquarium, they look amazing. And they're Harlequin, they're half black down the back as you can see them swimming, and you can see that on the camera quite easily. But this is the color you're seeing in the bag. So you can imagine the color they will be once they get in your aquarium. Really cool schooling fish. You do have to have them in the group. They're not that good on their own. So they are amazing fish. I absolutely love them myself. Good size at the moment. And talking about the regular Harlequins, here we have the purple Harlequins. Again, not showing the color in the bag, but once you put them in the aquarium, they do go a purpley mauve coloration, black throughout the body, a little bit of a sparkle, almost diamond head on them. Beautiful fish again. Again, being a rasbora, they do need to be in a school, but they're amazing fish. You can see they have a nice, good size. These guys often come in at around 1 centimetre. So at the moment, they're a 3 centimetre size. They're really, really ready to go for those established tanks. Okay, so these are coming in good supply at the moment. This is your sparkling grommy. So this is your little nano grommy. Doesn't get very big at all. Stays quite small, and it's got the name sparkling because it does have a sparkling pearl iridescent spots down the side of the fish. You can't see that in the bag, but once you get in the aquarium, it does have those little blue spots down the side of the body, and that's where it gets its name, the sparkling grommy. Nano fish doesn't get very big. Stays really small, under 3 centimetres. All right, so these guys here, we have been getting these in. We do have some already in the shop. And they look amazing once they settled in. But these are your super red paradise fish. So in the bag there, they are looking a little brown, a little boring, but they are really, really, really red once they get into the tank, glowing red. Now, these guys are really cool. They don't really need that aerator in the tank. They can take air from the surface as well as from the water, and they do really good in ponds. Unfortunately, we generally get mainly males, which is great for those who want a display tank, but it's very, very hard to find the females in these guys. Doesn't look much, but that fish is worth the wait. It will color up by this afternoon in our tank. All right, another cool little guy. Not as big as what we've been getting. We have been getting these in, and they've been this big. They've been huge. This is your freshwater sole. Now, I'll try and get one. You can see him flapping around there in the bag. Keep lifting it up. See if we can get him. It's very hard to show them. There he is, swimming around. That's a freshwater sole. Some people say, oh, that's a flounder. It's a sole. There he is, stuck on the side of the bag. You can see there. Really cool fish, hides under gravel, gets his little eyes out. Yeah, nice, really nice fish. And it is fresh water. All right, so this is one we actually haven't had here at Aquarium Central before. We have had these in the balloon version, but we haven't had them in a regular version. And this is your neon blue longfin ram. So not your normal blue ram, it is the neon blue. So it's that really full-on electric blue body throughout the whole body. They are small. They usually always come in quite small, but this is a longfin variety. It is common to get the longfins in the balloon, but this is not a balloon. This is a regular fish, so it's not deformed at all. So yeah, something cool. We'll get those up on the website. Now we got some of these in early in the week, so we did want to get some more ready for the weekend. And this is your red Oscars, and they've been coming in with really good color. Again, in the bag, it's really hard to show that to you, but they have been coming with amazing color. Once we get these in our shop tank and we got them under proper lighting, they actually really stand out. And you can see by looking at them in the bag, they're actually quite fat and healthy. And Oscars being Oscars, as you know, they sulk, you know, and these guys are looking quite happy and healthy in the bag. And they're a good size. These guys are 6 to 7 centimeter in size. All right, so I do like these, and they sort of come and go in their little waves of popularity in the hobby. And these look like the standard silver dollar, but they're not. These are your striped silver dollar. So they're really cool fish. They get that barring down the side once they get into the aquarium. Doesn't show it in the bag, but as soon as we put these in the tank, 5 minutes later, they will have bars down the side of their body. Just something a little bit different to your regular silver dollars with that pattern on the side. Really cool. So we do have regular silver dollars installed. We've got spotted silver dollars. And these are your striped silver dollars. Really, really nice fish. Really good size too if you look at them. All right. You can just see a little bit of that barring showing in the bag. Okay, another one. Now these guys, they disappeared from the hobby for a while, but they've come back in the last 2 years. And this is your neon blue forest jewel. So not your red forest jewel, which gets that really red body when it's in the breeding behavior with those little blue dots on it. This guy gets a lot more of a blue sheen throughout the whole body. Not as red as the red forest jewel, but a lot more blue shine. Absolutely cool fish. You get a pair of these, they're very easy to breed, and it's good to see these are in good numbers in Australia again because they did disappear for a while. All right, so we've got another one here. This is a Tanganyika. Comes from Lake Tanganyika in Africa. And this is your Frershwater feather fin, okay? So it's a Tanganyika, really cool fish, gets a really long ventral fins underneath. It sort of looks like little tips of a feather, hence the name. And these guys are really cool. They dig sort of a pit when they're breeding. I do believe this is the Resha, so it's not much to show you in the bag when it comes to color. It's just going to be silver. But the male absolutely goes stunning blue and bits of black in it once it matures and colors up. And they're a real characteristic fish. Really cool to watch in the aquarium. They should have them with sand so they can build up that pit for you and you watch them breed in the pit. It's really cool to watch. All right, moving down. And what have we got here? It looks like we've got some guppies. And these are little endler guppies. Really hard to show in the bag because being an endler, they're all males. But this is your pink or chili endler guppy. So really just full red body on it. Doesn't get any bigger than what it is now, so it's really cool in those nano tanks. The female will grow the size of a full guppy, but the male stays really small. So really good for those nano tanks. Yeah, so that's, if you like guppies, they're really pretty cool. They do sell out really quick though, scrubs. A staple here at Aquarium Central. We do get these every week, and we do carry these in male and female. And then this is your neon blue tuxedo guppy. So this is the male. So the colors come out of the tails there in the bag. But once you get them in the aquarium, they will get a blue shine in the back of that tail. Black tuxedo body, that's why they call them tuxedo. Sometimes also referred to as the neon blue flash because of that tail under the light will flash an iridescent blue as it swims around. So a really cool fish. You can breed these. We do have male and females of these in store just about every time or any time you can get pairs of those. Another bread and butter guppy here at Aquarium Central, and this is your red blonde male. So really just full red male, not as big tail as your half moon or as your Moscow, but it's just a full red body, a little bit of a yellow belly on it. That's why they call it a blonde red. Beautiful fish. Again, we do have females for these. Well, that really cool fish has just come up again, but I'm sorry guys, it's still a little bit soon. We will get to this one later on. We're just going to put it aside and we'll talk about that one because that one is really cool, and we do have a customer actually waiting to buy that one, and we're just going to keep him on hold so he can look around the store. All right, so this one here is another version of the guppy. This is the platinum white guppy. Unfortunately, a couple of these haven't traveled too well in the bag today, and it looks like their tails have been a little bit burnt off. It's not uncommon during the transit time, and it does grow back, but this is your platinum or snow white guppy. So male that is pure white throughout the whole body from the tip of the nose to the end of the tail is your platinum white. It's very hard to get the girls from these, but we do get the girls from these a couple of times a year, but they're very hard to track down. All right, what have we got here? We have some Congo. They look like Congo Tetras. Yeah, they're a Congo. Again, they don't show any color at this size. This is the Congo Tetra, and they are unsexed, so they would be male and female. Very hard to tell at the moment. But once the male of this fish colors up, it's absolutely sensational rainbow colors throughout the fish. Now, the fish itself doesn't have that color inside the body. It's sort of reflective. You have the lighting in the right position in your aquarium, or if you have sunlight coming into your aquarium, you'll see colors in a fish you've never seen before. The rainbow pattern, these guys, is sensational. They do get long flowing fins, so do be mindful of that when purchasing them. You don't want to put these with your barbs because they will nip those long fins down. That's what you want. You want to see that elegant fin grow on this guy as it matures. So good sizes. These are our 4 centimeter fish, but they're a good size at 4, and you can see in the bag they're really good size. Another little tetra here, and this is your black phantom tetra. Again, in the bag, they're not going to show you much color, but the black phantom, beautiful black diamond on the side. The male puts on a sensational display for the female. Female gets a little bit of red in her pectoral fins down the bottom, so they're not too hard to sex, although they're a little bit small at the moment. But we'd be able to see some male and females in there. Really stunning fish. The character of display they put on is really cool. Really fun to watch. All right, moving on to some goldfish now for those goldfish lovers. This one here, we did have a male in the store of this one. Not a male, sorry. A large display one of these in the store the other day. And it sold very quickly because you can see as they mature, and you can see it coming into these already. These are your white Verandas. They get this beautiful yellow wen on top of the heads. And the big one, display one here, had really big yellow chubby face, big chubby head, and a white body. So the big guys sell for $200. Here's the small guys. Don't take long to be a big guy. And these are $29.99. So we don't get them all the time. And you can see already looking in the bag there, look at the yellow in those heads already at this side. So really cool fish. We'll try and get some more of these next week if we're lucky, because they do tend to run out from the suppliers really quickly. Now, ranchus. The ranchus, as we know, the best come from Japan. And what we have here is some red and white Japanese ranchu. Now, for those listening in, here's a tip I've got for you. These guys are going to be sold as our 5 centimeter assorted ranchus. You're getting a Japanese ranchu. Look at the body shape. Look at the size. These are Japanese. We're going to sell these as our assorted 5 centimeter ranchu. So if you are watching this and you're interested in ranchu, that is an absolute bargain for you at the moment. Jump on, grab some 5 centimeter assorted ranchus. This is what you're going to get. Purely because I don't have the time to sit down and create a new listing for these, but they should be $60. I believe the assorted 5 centimeters are $24.99, $29.99, around that. It's a half price bargain for you. Don't miss out on them. If you're interested in ranchus, get on, get these guys. They'll be listed as the 5 centimeter assorted. That's what you can expect to get. In amongst that, we do have the normal assorted, but you'll also get those. All right, moving down, lovely bag, the fantail calico. So beautiful long flowing fins on some of these. Look at that in the bag. Can you see that there? Really long flowing fins, good pattern. Now, they are fantails, but if you look at them carefully, there's actually quite a good amount of Ryukins in there. So Ryukin is, these will all be sold as fantails. Ryukin's got that really deep body, sort of a pointy nose, short body. So these are really a long flowing fin Ryukin, half of these. But again, these are just going to be sold as our 5 centimeter assorted, well, calico fantails. So if you do like that Ryukin shape, expect to probably see some in this lot if you get in quick. All right, another one here that we actually got some of these in the earlier on in the week, and we've got them in here in the store in our tank. And this is your Waken Goldfish. Now, the Waken Goldfish is for those pond lovers, and you often see these as screensavers on the internet, as advertisement for goldfish, because when you look at this guy from the top when in the pond, you see this whale tail. It's got a paddle tail on the back, unlike a normal comet where it's got a regular tail. This guy's got a paddle tail like a whale. Looks amazing swimming in the pond. They are the red and white, which is the best variation to get for your pond. You've got that contrasting of color. Now, this whole bag is sold. The customer is on his way here now for them. We did send him a message when he was asking, when can you get more Wakens in? Can you let us know? We let him know. He said, I'm on my way from Brizzy. So we will reserve this whole bag for him. However, we do have some 9 centimeter ones in store. If he doesn't take those as well, come on down to the store, have a look if you're looking for something special for your pond. All right. Now, what aquarium would be an aquarium if they didn't have black moor goldfish? So, in particular, these guys, if you can see in the bag, really hard to see against my shirt. See, they disappear. They are black. So, we specially request from our suppliers, please make sure you send us black moors, not bronze black moors, because we want that really deep black color. We want that. They are a telescope. They do have that boogly eye. So if you're a little bit grossed out by boogly eye fish, this is a boogly eye fish, all right? So, you know, this is your black. The stuff here cracking away at me over the side here. So I do apologize. But anyway, moving on. And we do have that very last fish. Unfortunately, it's a very small unboxing for us today. However, we've got that special fish. And I do want to show them to you. You've probably seen them before. We do get them occasionally in store, but you don't get them as good as this guy. Now have a look at this fella. Look at the size of it. Did you see it as I put it up? It's as wide as the bag. Yeah, that's a good 25 centimeter bag almost there, and he's curled up in there trying to fit. This is your freshwater pipefish. Now I'm trying to get it on the camera there, but he's proving to be a little bit. He wants to get out. He's trying to get around. There he is having a bit of a bite. Look at the snout on it. Look at the stripes on the side of it. Now, you guys mightn't see on the camera there, we've actually got this little red line coming along the side, a little bit of yellow coming along the side. Beautiful fish. Now, these guys are sometimes also referred to as the freshwater seahorse, and it's because it's got that face of a seahorse. And you do find these sometimes in those brackish water conditions. But these are freshwater. They do really, really well here. We have them in a planted tank here. The thing with these guys, though, is they don't do that great on commercial fish food. You do have to keep live feed up to them to keep them nice and fat and healthy. And you can do that by hatching your own brine shrimp. They'll go absolutely bonkers for them, as will every other fish in your tank, hatching the live fish shrimp. Or if you're local to us here at Aquarium Central, we do have some good cultures of live Daphnia here. And you can regularly come down and just buy a lay of Daphnia through the store, or you can breed your own live Daphnia off one of our cultures. And it would be really cool to watch these guys. They sort of swim around with their little beak. They're just sucking them up like straws. They're really cool. Righto. So anyway, really cool fish. Look at it. Beautiful big fish. He wants out. So we're going to get him out. But we've got 6 of these, I think, in today. They're all romper stompers, just like this fella. So come down and have a look. Okay, guys, that's wrapping up this week's live unboxing. So you saw what we're unpacking. There was a whole lot more that's come in. A lot of bread and butter, but we just didn't want to just show you the bread and butter fish. We just wanted to show you some bits and pieces. And here at Aquarium Central, we do get live fish every day. Every day of the week, we've got goodies. So we can't do this every week. So be sure to pop on in, come on down. It is school holidays. Bring the kids in. There's some really cool stuff in the store at the moment. We've got electric blue yabbies. We've got freshwater stingrays. We've got freshwater dolphins. Really nice looking snails kicking around at the moment as well. So bring the kids down, have a browse around. We're at 11 Pike Street, Cunda Park, or shop online at www.aquariumcentral.com.au. And if you are looking to buy these fish, make sure you spend $150 more on livestock, and we won't charge you for the freight. Freight is free at the moment online on our website for live fish if you spend over $150. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you next week.